Nick Wild Webb, heavyweight, 11-0, 9 knockouts. Subscribe to Sporting Icon for your latest boxing news. Come!
So Nick Wild Webb has called out Dave Allen, and he wants to fight him possibly toward the end of the year. Nick Webb, he's currently 12-0 with 10 of those by knockout, and I mean vicious knockout. He's got some serious power. And I'm glad that he's called out Dave Allen. He was supposed to have fought Nathan Gorman last year, but that fight got its plug pulled, of course, and that fight was supposed to happen in my home city of Newcastle. He's called out Daniel Dubois. Frank Warren seemed unwilling to want to do that fight. I mean, for me, there's so many heavyweights out there within Britain. I think that they should all start facing each other, and maybe some of them start losing their O's. And let's find out who is the best one domestically. Now, of course, I'm not including the likes of Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua, Tony Bellew, Tyson Fury, Hughie Fury, etc. Or maybe Hughie Fury as well, why not? For me, I think that they should have some kind of British heavyweight tournament. That's what I think they should do. But anyway, Nick Webb has called out Dave Allen, and he spoke to Sky Sports, and this is what Nick Webb had to say. I'd love to face David Allen, definitely. He's a good heavyweight and the kind of fighter I want to be sharing the ring with. It'll be a great opportunity to show what I'm capable of. I see that as the ideal fight for me, and I hope it can get made before the end of the year. I've got a lot of respect for Dave. He is good. The best thing about him, he's tough and game. But I'd say, come fight me, Dave. Let's get it on. It'd be interesting to test my power up against what he's faced already, but I'm also confident in my boxing ability, and I know I could outbox him as well. Of course, at the end of the day, I have my power, and that's my ace card. It's always there whenever I need to call on it. I just want to be in there with the big fights. I'd like a tune-up and then go straight in there with a big domestic clash. We're trying to get some fight news at the minute, and if I could get out later on in July, that would be perfect. My manager has been in talks with Eddie Hearn to try and get me on more cards, and apparently there's a date penciled in. I hope it goes ahead. I'm ready now to start my rise and begin winning titles. I just want to get that first belt around my waist. That is Nick Webb's statement. So, as I said before, he was supposed to fight Nathan Gorman for the English title, for the English heavyweight title, and that got pulled last minute, and Nathan Gorman ended up fighting somebody else. He has been calling out Daniel Dubois and Dave Allen. This isn't the first time he's called out Dave Allen. So, I mean, I like both guys. It's a very tough fight for both of them. It really is. But Nick Webb does have some crazy power. If you watch him in his last fight, I forget the name. I couldn't even pronounce it at the time. It was the day after that I had a chat with Nick Webb on this channel. A lot of you guys will remember that I was live at the time, and then I ended up speaking to Nick Webb. And the day after, he fought that guy, I forget where, was he Croatian or something, and this was on a Matchroom card as well, and he hit that boy so hard he went down and he wasn't moving on the canvas, and I thought it killed him. I mean, he's got some stupid power. He really has. Whereas Dave Allen, he can take big shots. You know, we've seen that from when he fought Luis Ortiz and Dillian Whyte and a few other people. He's very game. He can soak up shots, and he's got some serious power himself. And just going back to my original point at the opening of this video, where we have a lot of British heavyweights. Of course, we have Nick Webb, we have Dave Allen, we have Daniel Dubois, we have Nathan Gorman, we have Cash Ali, and the list goes on. Naylor Bull. As I said, you can even throw in there Hughie Fury. And for me, I think that these guys should all get it on. Have some kind of local tournament. If necessary, put in a few more, like Sam Sexton, what have you. Let's get them all together in like a bit of a tournament. I'm not saying that the WBSS kind of style thing. I'm talking like you know, put a fight on a card here and there on the undercard, and then ultimately have the winners in the final on a headline card at maybe the York Hall or something like that. And it's a tough one to call as to who would win that tournament, because each and every one of these guys have something that's special about them. All of them do. You know, all of them have power. If they don't have power, they've got tough grit, and they've got good boxing skills, and etc, etc. So for me, I would love some kind of tournament. And when I spoke to Dave Allen before on this channel, and Nick Webb on this channel, of course, they both said that they would be up for some kind of domestic tournament. So let's see. But of course, the powers that be haven't really heard that message, I don't think. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. For me, we have a lot of heavyweights, and these guys need to fight each other. That's just my thoughts on it. Now, of course, I always support British fighters, so of course I'm always going to be neutral when these guys are fighting. You know, I like all the British guys, of course. But ultimately, for this fight, this will be a very, very interesting fight, no doubt about it. It could be a headliner at a York Hall. Both of them are big enough names in the UK where it could be. They're not like massive names, but of course Dave Allen is probably more popular because he's like very, very popular with the online community, no doubt. He's a very, very warming guy, nice guy. He'll chat to anybody, and it's exactly the same with Nick Webb as well. He's very, very approachable, real nice guy. But you get these guys in the ring, and these two will come forward. Not one of these guys will be backing off, that's for sure. So I would probably expect a very short fight. One of these guys will get clipped and go down. That's just my opinion, of course. But he did tell me a little while ago that he is going to be fighting in July, and of course he said it in this statement as well. I don't know who it's against yet, but yeah, I mean, for me, I think that he should be on more matchroom shows. I know Eddie Hearn likes him; he likes the power, but of course he needs to be a bit more active. He was very inactive last year, and again, a lot of that wasn't his fault. You know, this was down to the likes of Nathan Gorman pulling out. Well, you know, I say Nathan Gorman, not necessarily him, but maybe Frank Warren. He's like pulling these fights out to go a different route because they know that if Nick Webb hits any of these guys, it's over. It really is over. And it's the same with Dave Allen. You know, he's got a fight coming up with Tony Yoka at this weekend. And win, lose or draw, again, you know, he's proved that he will get in the ring with anybody. Tony Yoka, some people are predicting that he could be the future of the heavyweight division. Obviously coming out of France. In France, he is their hope, just like we have outside of Joshua. If you're talking like young talent, people will look to the likes of Daniel Dubois, Nick Webb, etc. As the future. So in France, Tony Yoka is seen as the future, and if Dave Allen can stomp a mud hole in his ass, then fantastic stuff. Really fantastic. Now, Dave Allen did briefly respond to this on social media, where he's saying that, you know, he'd like a belt to be on the line. Maybe the WBC can make a Chippy Tits belt. Okay. But he is right. I think a title should be on the line. Maybe a English title. Why not? The British title is going to be vacated. I believe Hughie Fury is going to vacate that real soon. So, yeah, why not? Absolutely, why not? The Commonwealth, I imagine that Joe Joyce will probably vacate that at some point. So there is plenty of options out there where they could put a belt on the line. So anyway, I like this fight. I hope that they get it done. You know, I really do. As I said, I like both guys. I think that it's a very, very tough fight. It's a very tough one to call because both of them can end the night of either one of them. Dave Allen can eat up a lot of punches. I can't see Nick Webb hitting him once. As powerful that he is, maybe almost as powerful as Wilder or Joshua or someone like that, or Dillian White, maybe. But again, you know, if Nick Webb was to catch Joshua, if Nick Webb was to catch Wilder or Fury or literally any heavyweight on the planet, he could end their night. But Dave Allen is made of different stuff. It's like he has a granite chin. He really does. And he's been hit by massive, massive shots. And when he fought Luis Ortiz, there was literally 1 second remaining of round number 7 for it to go into the final round. And it's a shame that the referee put a stop to it. I disagreed that it should be. In hindsight, I suppose, what we didn't know was that a few rounds before, Dave Allen bit his own tongue. And he required a lot of stitches after that fight. But, you know, he withstood Luis Ortiz better than what Wilder did. You never really saw Dave Allen in that much trouble until the referee stopped it with like 1 second remaining for round number 7, but which incidentally happened to be the same round as Wilder, right? But of course Wilder did drop Ortiz, Dave Allen didn't. But Dave Allen did come into that fight very, very unfit, out of shape, and literally a last minute fight. He went in there just for money, just like he did with Dillian White. So at this stage of his career, he shouldn't really be fighting these kind of level of opposition. With Nick Webb, again, he'll get in there with anybody, but he does need to be more active, in my opinion. I believe he has the same manager, trainer as Naylor Ball and Kalia Karunia. I believe that's what it is. I don't know, but yeah, hopefully they can get this fight done. Obviously, first things first, Dave Allen needs to get past Tony Yoka, or at least give a good account of himself this weekend. Nick Webb needs to get done what he needs to get done, because he hasn't had a fight since February, I think it is. So, yeah. Anyway, for everybody, drop your thoughts below. Do you like this fight? Do you want to see it? What do you think of the domestic heavyweight tournament kind of style? But anyway, drop your thoughts below. Click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.